Welcome to my channel. Presenting to you this question, I'm your tutor Patrick Divine. Okay, so today we have a question about geometric progression, paper 2 question, which came in 2017, and I want us to solve it together. Okay, so here, this is the question. So they are actually saying that the three terms of geometric progression are 6 plus n, 10 plus n, and 15 plus n. So mean that term 1, okay, so term 1 is equal to what? Is equals to 6 plus n. Okay, term 2 is equal to what? Is equals to 10 plus n. And term 3, okay, term 3 is equal to what? 15 plus n, like that. Okay, so now they're asking you to find the value of what? To find the value of n. That is the first question. So we should find the value of n. So how do you find that? How do you find the value of n? So to find the value of n, you need to know the formula for the what? Common ratio. So the common ratio formula is equal to T2 over T1. Okay, term 2 over term 3, or it can be term 4 over term 3, like that. Okay, or it can also be term 3 over term 2. So now, according to this question that we have, we are going to use what we have. Okay, so what we are going to do is to equate the two terms. Okay, we are going to equate two terms, two common differences. So now what we are supposed to do, we need to equate this term closer to this term here. Okay, so this is what we are going to do. So let's do it together. Okay, so let's do it together. Okay, so we are going to say T2 over T1 is equal to T3 over T2. So this is what we are going to do for us to find the value of n. And if we cross multiply, you'll find that it is what? T2 multiplied by T2, like that, is equal to, so you multiply. Okay, so then it's going to be T1 multiplied by T3, like that. Okay, so now you just have to replace the values here. So the value of T1, T2, like that. So T2, we have 10 plus what? Plus n. Even here it's T2, that's going to be what? 10 plus n, like that. Then is equal to, what is T1? T1 is this one. So that is 6 plus n multiplied by term 3. What is our term 3? Term 3 is that. That's going to be 15 plus n, like that. Okay, so that is what you're supposed to do. Okay, so now from here you can multiply, expand. So meaning that you multiply this with everything that is inside this. So you're going to multiply 10 by 10, that is going to be 10, that's going to be 100. Okay, then 10 times n, that's going to be what? 10n, like that. Then n times 10, that's going to be what? 10n again. So then n times n, that's going to be what? N squared, like that. Then is equal to, here this side you expand as well. So this is going to be 6 times 15. So don't forget, this is paper 2. You can even use a calculator. Okay, 6 times 15, you're going to find that 6 times 15 is what? Is 90, plus 6 times n, that's going to be what? 6n, like that, plus n times 15, that's going to be 15n, plus n times n, that's going to be what? N squared, like that. Okay, So that is how it is here. So now from here you can collect the like terms. All right, so if you look at here, that is n squared. Even here it's n squared. So here it's positive and here it's positive. And when n comes this side, so when n squared, this n comes this side, it will be negative n squared, like that. And if you do n minus n, that is going to be what? 0, like that. So what you do, just have to cancel it. That mean that it is just 0, like that. All right, so we have cancelled n. What are we going to remain with? We have this side, we have 100. Okay, so we have 100. Okay, so 100, then this 90 will come this side, so it will be negative 90, like that, is equal to, here we have 6 plus 15. What is 6 plus 15? 6 plus 15, that's going to be 21. Okay, 6 plus 15, that's going to be 21, like that. So it is going to be what? It's going to be 21 n, like that. I've just added this here. Okay, then you know that here this is 10n and 10n. So what is 10n plus 10n? 10n plus 10n, you have what? 20n, like that. I've added this part, and this is this side. So when it moves this side, it becomes negative what? 20n, like that. Okay, so mean that it's here. We are going to say 100 minus 90, that's going to be 10, is equal to, what about 21 minus 20? 21 minus 20, you are going to have 20. You are going to have what? N. You are going to have n. Okay, you are going to have n. So mean that the value of n is what? Is 10. The value of n is 10. Okay, so that is how you find the value of n. Okay, so we should find these other things. We should find these other questions. All right. Okay. Let me just rub here. Okay. Let me just rub here. So we know that the value of n. So we know that the value of n is equal to what? Is equal to 10. That we know. Okay. Now, the second question. The second question, they're actually telling us to find the what? The common ratio. So the formula for the common ratio, this is number 2. Okay. The formula for the common ratio is equal to term 2 over what? Term 1, like that. Which is going to be, here term 1 is 6 plus n over what? Term 2 is what? I mean term 2. Sorry. Term 2, which is 10 plus n over what? 6 plus n. So we know that n is 10. So we are going to say 10 plus 10 over 6 plus 10, which is going to be 20 over what? 16. And when you divide this, you're going to have 1.25. Okay, so this is the answer when you divide 20 by what? By 6. So 20 by 16, 20 by 16, 20 by what? By 16. So make sure that you put it like this, since you are using a calculator. Okay, you're using a calculator, so you know that the common ratio now, the common ratio is equal to what? 1 is equal to 1.25, like that. Now what is the second question? I mean the third question. So the third question, here we have this question where you find the sum of the first 6 terms. The sum of the first 6 terms. So the sum of the first 6 terms, the formula is what? Sn is equal to a, open bracket, there's r to the power n minus 1 over what? R minus 1. So this one works when r, which is the common difference, when r is greater than what? Than 1. Okay, so this formula works when r is greater than 1. Then there is another formula which works when r is less than 1. So this is Sn is equals to a, open bracket, 1 minus r to the power n over what? 1 minus r. So this works when r is what? Is less than 1. So you should know the position of r. You should know if r is greater than 1. So is this greater than 1 or less than 1? So this is greater than 1, since r it is 1 point something, it's going up. Okay, so we are going to use this formula. Okay, so I mean that this is not useful. So what you can do is say S sum of the 6 terms is equal to a. Our first term, a is our first term. Our first term is this one. So this is just going to be what? 6 plus what? 6 plus n. So 6 plus 10, since n we know that it is this one. So a it will be what? It will be 16. Since 6 plus 10, then open bracket. Okay, so r is 1.25. Now it is to the power what? To the power 6. Okay, then minus 1 like that, then over what? 1.25 minus 1. Okay, so when you punch this on a calculator, you find that, so let me punch it, 16, open bracket, that's going to be 1.25 to the power 6 minus 1. Okay, you close the bracket, then you divide by this which is down here. It's going to give you what? This is 1.25 minus 1, so we are going to have 0.25, yes. So divide by 0.25, so you are going to have 180.140.625. So make sure that you write it the way it is, the answer, you write it the way it is. Then from here now you can round off to 3 significant figures, which is 3 important numbers, which are these 1, 2, 3. So you're going to say it is 180, like that. So this is the answer. So this is how you can find this kind of equation. I hope you've understood and you have benefited from this. Thank you for watching. I've been your tutor, Patrick Divine. You can subscribe to my channel. If you need tuitions, you can call me using 0975 334778. You can either WhatsApp me or call me. Thank you for watching.